Now, today solutions topic continued part. Next concept. In the last class, we have covered 5 concepts: mass percentage, volume percentage, mass by volume percentage, mole fraction, and pp. Now, next one, sixth one, molarity. Molarity. It is indicated by the letter capital M, and it is given by number of moles of the solute which is present in 1 liter of the solution. So, molarity capital M is equal to number of moles of the solute divided by volume of the solution in liters, or it is, we also call it as dm cube or cubic decimeter. So here number of moles is denoted by the letter N and volume is given by the letter V, so that number of moles has got the unit of this molarity will be moles is the unit of number of moles of the solute, and volume of the liter, as we have written here, it is compulsory in liters, so that moles per liter raised to minus 1. Now, how to express the number of moles of the solute in any quantity? It is given by number of moles of the solute is equal to mass of the solute divided by molar mass of the solute. So, here it is quite important expression, and you have to remember any time. Now, N is equal to W divided by capital M. Don't confuse with the terminologies. Here, for the molarity, I have taken the quantity or letter as capital M, and in this also I have taken the capital M. This refers for the molar mass and this refers for the molarity. Okay. Now, the similar terminology like molarity, another term will be coming, and that is not in your textbook, but it will be asked in the CET level questions. That is 7th one, normality. Normality. So normality is nothing but it is the number of equivalents of the solute divided by volume of the solution in liters. What do you mean by number of equivalents? We have one definition: equivalent mass is equal to molar mass divided by valency. So now normality N is equal to number of equivalents of solute divided by volume of the solution in liters. So now let me clear the meaning of equivalent mass. I have compounds like NaCl, Na2SO4, MgSO4, then Al2SO4 thrice, similar. So these are the KNO3. These are the some compounds to express the term molar mass and equivalent mass. So this class of compounds we call it as univalent, 1:1 electrolytes. So that here molar mass is equal to equivalent mass, because we have valency of the compounds as 1. Now in these compounds Na2SO4 or MgSO4, total valency, cationic valency, or it may be anionic valency, it is 2. So that molar mass or equivalent mass is to be calculated by the quantity molar mass divided by 2. Is it clear? Now, next for this compound, total cationic valency is Al has got plus 3 valency. So total cationic valency is plus 6, and SO4 has got minus 2 valency. Anionic valency is minus 6. So net valency of the compound will be 6. So that for the equivalent mass calculation, we have to is defined as number of moles of the solute in volume of the solution or mass of the solvent in the kg units. So that molality is defined as molality m is equal to number of moles of the solute divided by mass of the solvent in kgs. So compulsorily it should be in the kg units of the solute. Now units of molarity will be as number of moles of the solute is measured in moles and mass of the solvent is compulsory in kgs, so that unit of molarity will be moles per kg. Now there will be two cases arising based on, so here I will write the formula W divided by capital M into capital W. Now here three quantities are there. W means mass of the solid, it is always in grams. Then molar mass, it is always present in grams per mole. If capital W, that is mass of the solvent, if it is in kgs, then I am going to write the molarity as grams divided by grams per mole into kgs is equal to moles per kg. Okay. Now second case number 2. If W is in grams, same units, W will not be changing. Then capital M, molar mass is also not changing, grams per mole. If W, volume of the solvent or mass of the solvent, if it is in grams, then M is equal to W, that is grams divided by grams per mole into 1000 divided by grams. That means here I have to multiply it by grams divided by 1000, or it should be kgs. So grams cancels, moles per kg unit will be taken. Okay. So now here, now I have covered totally 8 quantities. Now next part is to tell which quantity is temperature dependent and another which quantities are temperature independent. In the last year you have studied that some quantities are temperature dependent quantities like volume, then entropy, these are the temperature dependent quantities, and the mass, density, refractive index, they are the temperature independent quantities. In whichever quantity there is mass dependent term, it is a temperature independent quantity, so that I will classify the above said properties as temperature independent and temperature dependent. So now mass percentage, what is the mass by mass, whether it is temperature independent or independent? Now ppm, it is also temperature independent. Molality is also temperature independent. Now mole fraction is also temperature independent. Now temperature dependent quantities are mainly mass by volume percentage, then volume by volume percentage, molarity, normality, and if any term which is including volume, that is. Now let me take some examples based on these quantities. So first question, 0.1 grams of problems, 0.1 grams of NaCl, 0.1 moles of NaCl is dissolved in 100.0 grams of water. What is the to write the formula which is involved in the problem. Now for the molarity, here n is given 0.1 moles. Then mole fraction, I want the total number of moles. Then number of moles of water, or here it is NH2O is equal to NaCl is given as 0.1 moles. For the mole fraction, what is the formula? Xa is equal to Na divided by Na plus Nb. Now for this I want the number of moles of water also. So for that, number of moles W divided by capital M. Molar mass of water is equal to 2 into 1 plus 16, that is equal to 18 grams per mole. So that mass is given as 100 grams divided by 18 grams per mole, it will be 5.56 moles. Now next, mole fraction of NaCl is equal to NaCl divided by N total. NaCl is given as 0.1 moles divided by 0.1 plus 5.56. Totally it comes as 0.018. If I want the mole fraction of water, what I will do? So here, if I want the mole fraction of water, then simply don't do like that this way. So just you remember the another simple relation, 1 minus NaCl. That will be coming as your answer. Next question. Calculate the mass percentage of, second question, calculate the mass percentage of all the elements, different elements in sodium sulfate. Here you are not given the formula of the compound, so that you have to remember the formula of the compound. What is the formula of sodium sulfate? It is Na2SO4. First, calculate the molar mass of sodium sulfate. So what is the mass percentage formula? Mass percentage is equal to mass of the solute in grams divided by molar mass, that is in grams per mole, into 100. Now mass of sodium sulfate will be 2 into 23 plus 32 plus 4 into 60. Totally it is 106 grams per mole. Now first one, mass percentage A. Here in the sodium sulfate we have 3 elements, sodium, sulfur and oxygen. So mass percentage of Na is equal to mass of Na divided by total mass into 100. So here mass of Na will be 23 and total mass of Na, 2 atoms of sodium are present, so that 46 is the mass of sodium and total molar mass is 106. Here it is 142. So 142 into 100, it will be 32.39%. First one. Second B, mass percentage of sulfur is equal to mass of sulfur divided by molar mass into 100. So mass of sulfur is in one element, so that 32 divided by 142 into 100, it will be 22.53%. Now last third one, mass of oxygen, mass percent of oxygen. Mass of oxygen divided by molar mass into 100. Mass of oxygen will be 4 into 16 divided by 142 into 100. It will be 45.07%. How to tally the problems? So if you add all the three, percentage of sodium, sulfur and oxygen, it should be 100%. Okay. Now next third problem. Problem number 3. Third question. What mass of sodium carbonate anhydrous? What mass of anhydrous sodium carbonate Na2CO3 should be dissolved in 250 ml of water. 250 ml of water to get 0.25 molar solution. 0.25 molar solution. So now I have the formula. Molarity is equal to mass divided by molar mass into volume of the solution in liters. Now mass of the anhydrous sodium carbonate is required. For that I require the molar mass of sodium carbonate, that is 2 into 23 plus 12 plus 3 into 16. So totally molar mass of sodium carbonate will be 106 grams per mole. Now W is equal to, turn the quantities, capital M molarity into molar mass into volume in liters. So here the solution volume is given as V is equal to 250 ml, so that I have to multiply or divide it by quantity 100. So that molarity is given as 0.25 m into molar mass is 106 grams per mole into volume of the solution is 250 divided by 100. So totally, 1000, totally is 6.625 grams. Now this is the way to calculate the formula. Now next fourth question. Question number 4. A liter of seawater contains weighing 1030 grams contains 6 into 10 raised to minus 3 grams of dissolved oxygen. 6 into 30 grams of dissolved oxygen. Express the concentration of oxygen. Express the concentration of oxygen in the seawater, present in the seawater in ppm. Now, so this is the question. So in that, first write the given things. Seawater is weight of the. So I want ppm of oxygen solution. ppm of oxygen in the seawater is equal to mass of oxygen divided by. So for ppm, what you have to do? Mass of seawater, it should be multiplied by 10 raised to 6. Now, so here mass of oxygen is given as 6 into 10 raised to minus 3 grams divided by mass of seawater is taken as 1030 grams into 10 raised to 6. It will be 0.00 5825 into 10 raised to 3. So here 10 raised to minus 3 and 10 raised quantity will be 10 raised to minus. Now this is 5 into 5.82 into 10 raised to 1 to 3 minus 3 into plus 3 is already there. So it is 5.82 pp. Now next one. Fifth question. Calculate the mass percentage of, fifth question, calculate the mass percentage of benzene. Mass percentage of benzene in bracket molecular formula is given C6H6 and carbon tetrachloride. Formula of carbon tetrachloride will be CCl4. If 22 grams of benzene is dissolved in, if 22 grams of benzene is dissolved in 122 grams of CCl4. So problem is given like this, and you are asked to calculate mass percentage of the solute. Now, so here for the solution, first take 22 grams of benzene is dissolved in 122 grams of CCl4. So that WC6H6, I will divide it in two parts, is equal to 22 grams and WCCl4 is equal to 122 grams. Okay. So next mass percentage, I want the total mass of the solution. Don't take the molar mass because it is not required. So mass percentage of benzene is equal to mass of benzene plus divided by mass of benzene plus mass of CCl4 into 100. Now it is 22 divided by 22 plus 122 into 100, or it is 15.277%. If you want to calculate the mass percentage of CCl4, in the same way, MCCl4 divided by total mass of the solution into 100. Here in the problem